Hi, my royal viewers. Sorry that this episode came out so late. I knew that going back to school would put a delay to my video process, but holy crap, it way more of a delay than I thought it is. This is a week late. I need to pre-record these in advance so I got time to edit them. So, my bad. Episode 2 came out 3 weeks after episode 1. But to make up for it, episode 3 should come out a week after this one. So hey, you get one early, get one late. It's a trade off. Anyway, enjoy the video. Thank you. Hi, welcome to Pocket Fudge. Welcome to Blocking and Talking, the podcast where we talk about movies, games, TV shows. I'm the King of MC, joined with your co-host,
Super flat.
Super
This is
Flat.
bad. This is getting bad.
What do you mean
Alright.
it's getting bad?
Alright, go.
Oh, how you doing? What's going on with you?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Oh, just been playing a lot of COD since.
Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they know about that. I think we talked about that last
I
time.
don't. Oh,
No,
yeah.
yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. You're right. So you're still going at it, huh?
Yep. I'm working on my last gold gun, almost getting that diamond on my guns, the vibes.
I know the vibes. Now I
You
know.
don't know the
You
vibes.
gave me like a whole informatory, like video lecture. Oh, there goes
Yep.
my dog.
And then my dog's hearing your dog, and then my dog's gonna want to go.
We live above each other, by the way. We
No, we don't.
what was I gonna say?
For the everything for the nation.
I just beat Majora's Mask for the first time. I know you know this already, but I'm just putting this information out there. I'm better than you guys. I beat Majora's Mask. Dude, it was so hard.
What's it called? You said wait, is this your second time beating it?
No, it was my first time beating it. This is my first time playing it.
Oh, I thought you already had it.
I took a little break and then I came back and then I did the final dungeon and then I went to go beat it. And I literally couldn't. Went to go beat the final boss and I couldn't. It was so hard. I did I kid you not, probably about 70 tries. Like, not exaggerating.
Yeah.
It was kind of brutal. But I did it.
Oh, oh, it's a dungeon. I found a dungeon.
We've been watching WandaVision.
Yeah, dude, it's good.
Yeah, I love that show. That show's so good. We're gonna probably talk about it in the next episode, so we're not gonna get too much into it. But yeah, that's what we've been up to. I haven't been doing much. I'm just kind of doing the same old, honestly. Just watching Samurai Jack and playing Majora's Mask. You know how it is. I think the next Zelda game I'm gonna play is probably gonna be, freaking
Oh my!
Age of Calamity, because I never played a Warriors style.
I don't know what that is.
Because you don't like Zelda. You should get into Zelda. Oh, you should get into Zelda!
Yeah.
I feel like you might like it. It's a fun time.
Maybe.
And you have a Switch, dude. I'm coughing. Anyway, let's get into some news. There's some news that happened in the 2 weeks that we've been gone. By the way, we record these like 5 days in advance, so yeah, there's probably gonna be news that we missed. But we have a new president, so that's something.
Oh yeah.
Not to get too political, bloody political, am I right, mate?
Am I right?
Am I right? But
No, you're right.
but yeah, we got a new president.
Listen to my life right now.
Either let's say two different outcomes of that, just in case the people who are watching it have different viewpoints. So we got a new president, damn it! Oh my gosh, dude.
Dude, he's the worst. Wow.
Dude, I freaking hate Joseph Biden, bro.
I swear, bro.
Okay,
Like, he does too much.
And number two, Oh my gosh,
Oh,
finally
let's
we
go.
have a new
Finally,
president.
bro.
Oh
Dude,
man,
Trump,
I'm
bro.
so
Let's go. He has
happy.
my sword.
Dude,
Let's
he has my
go.
soul. Oh, yeah. So some news that came out. Deadline reported that Captain America's coming back to the MCU, which is kind of funny to me because he just left. Like he like just left. Like, okay, I'm finally done. And then the
I'm gonna
report
die. I'm gonna die.
he's coming back to the MCU for like a movie or something. Chris Evans, by the way, did I say that?
No.
Chris Evans is coming back to the MCU. How do you feel about that? I,
Cool. I'm sorry. I'm fighting all these skeletons with my stuff. He's dying.
it's
Oh my god.
fine. I feel like he just left. Give the man a break. Like let
Yeah.
him do something else. What did they say here? He's coming back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The vague details of the deal's
I thought you
closed.
said. I thought you were about to say the big diesel.
The big Diesel brother. Yeah, it's fine. I don't really
I don't care.
exactly. It's like good for you, brother. I don't have fun. I kind of wish that he took a longer break, but it's fine.
Oh my god. Yeah, touch to.
Not really.
Oh my god.
In other news, there's a rumor that's going around that for GTA 6, which first of all, GTA 5 came out how many years ago?
So many.
So many years ago. GTA 6 is being worked on apparently, like rumors, but the rumor is that the protagonist is gonna be a female this time.
Oh, that's cool.
Ah, I like that. It's like a different like usually GTA is like what's up,
Oh,
man? Like
yeah, man. Oh, I'm a gangster.
I'm a gangster, man.
I'm gonna
You
get
know.
these 5-star cops
I
on
feel
me,
like that,
bro.
yeah, that culture from a female perspective could be really neat.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people on Twitter that are like, oh,
Ah!
GTA is getting woke or whatever, and it's like, come on, come on, brother. Like, it's not woke to have a girl as the main character.
It's really not.
So what else? What other news we got here? Oh, Ubisoft. This is interesting. Ubisoft is making an open world Star Wars game.
I did not know about that.
So EA had the
That
license
sounds
for Star
interesting.
Wars for years, and we thought that they still had it, but I guess like their plan, that like the whatever company's gonna take it after that contract expires is already working on their game. Ubisoft
Hmm.
is making the open. I can't wait. An open world Star Wars game sounds
That
freaking
sounds kind
epic.
of fun.
That
I
sounds like
wouldn't
my
expect,
jam.
and also I wouldn't expect it to be open world, which is kind of cool.
Okay, would you want it to be like one like map open world, or would you want it to be like a smaller map, but like a bunch of smaller maps, so like you go to different planets?
That I would like a lot more.
I think that would be really neat. I want this in my life
Yeah,
already.
that'll be cool, dude. Imagine like you're like, oh, I grabbed all my parts to make a little small spaceship, and then you go, or you already have a spaceship. You go and you're like, oh, you get to fly like how you do in like other Star Wars games, and you're like, oh, I'm going. Oh, look at this new planet. Oh, look at this. All this freaking is people.
It sounds like you're describing No Man's
I know
Sky.
what I described. Yep. But it's like, what can you do? Like,
Well, you can have
is it
like a
kind of
story, like with like Jedi or
obviously?
whatever, right?
No, yeah, obviously,
Fudge.
like,
Sorry.
yeah, it's all.
What else we got here? Let's look at the news. Let's look at the news. We have two more news stories. Deadpool 3 was confirmed it's just confirmed. We're getting Deadpool 3. Did you watch the first two Deadpools?
Nope,
Cause no,
nope,
I could have sworn you watched it with your dad or something.
nope.
Well, they're good. You should watch them.
Sure.
They're very inappropriate, but it's fine.
It's
um,
I'm
what was I
turning
gonna say?
16.
Deadpool 3 is not. And it's gonna be an MCU movie.
Oh,
So this one's
what?
gonna be in the MCU since they just bought Fox.
Mhm.
That's awesome. Let's see what else is gonna. Let's see. Kevin Feige confirmed it. It's gonna be R-rated, apparently.
Okay.
Like, so it's gonna stay R-rated. Like, I was worried that if they went to the MCU, it would be like
Mhm.
they would lose the R rating. But nah, it's we're sticking with it, dude. I can't wait. I love the first two Deadpools. I think I
I
like.
haven't watched them. That's I what? Wait,
Yeah, yeah.
no, I was gonna say. Wait, is it like? Have they released like any trailers, or they're just saying that they're gonna make one?
Nah, it just confirmed that they're making one. They're
Uh,
gonna make one. A
that
lot of
sounds
this
cool
is
then.
like just confirmations and stuff. Like for example, Bethesda, the company that makes Wolfenstein, Skyrim, all that good stuff,
Mhm.
Fallout, they confirmed that
Right.
they're making, get this, an Indiana Jones game.
That's cool. We haven't
Ah,
seen I was about to say Indonesia.
it sounds
Indiana
so
Jones in like forever. So that's kind of cool.
awesome. Like imagine like a chase sequence. Like I'm imagining it kind of plays like Uncharted maybe, except Uncharted's like
Yeah.
a shooter. Indiana
This
Jones
one
isn't really
you're gonna be
like.
using. I mean, technically you are gonna be using, but mainly like you're gonna be using like a whip or like a bow, maybe a spear.
But that's the thing. Indiana Jones isn't like a I'm a like slaughter like this
He's I'm
group of
gonna grab
people.
your gun with the whip and throw it at you.
Yeah, he's like I'll grab your gun with the whip and maybe get punched in the face along the way. Like he's not like a like he's more of just he's clumsy, you
Mhm.
know? He's an old man. He's just like an
Yeah.
archaeologist. Like he's not like how Nathan Drake is in Uncharted, where he's like oh I'll just clear this room of people real quick. Like I don't think you could do that with the Indiana Jones game.
I haven't played Uncharted that much, so
But like a cool car
I know
chase
something.
in there or something, like with a motorcycle or something,
That
and
would
then
be
you could
cool.
like I'm imagining like you could find different temples and like solve puzzles or
Mhm.
something, you know, like Zelda style. Ah, I would love it. If y'all don't know, Indiana Jones is my favorite movie character.
Really?
Not my favorite movie, my favorite movie character probably. I love that. It's probably my favorite movie franchise, let's say.
Okay.
Cause
Dude, are we? This is a playground.
Jurassic Park's my favorite movie, but um, not all of them are good. I feel like pretty much all the Indiana Jones movies are good, even Crystal Skull. Don't at me.
Adam, people, Adam.
Uh, and the final news, they have a new Kong versus Godzilla
Dude, I
trailer,
can't
which
wait.
I still haven't watched.
Bruh.
um, who are you voting for?
Kong.
Hell yeah.
You didn't
That's
even
what's
watch the
up.
trailer.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I saw the first
Okay.
Godzilla movie with this
I think I saw it
Godzilla.
with you.
Did we watch it together? I didn't like it at
No, we
all.
watched Kong.
We watched
Kong.
Kong. Yeah, we didn't finish it though.
No, I think we finished. No, we watched like the half. Like first half.
Yeah, and from what I watched, I really liked it. And I was like,
Yeah, me
damn, this
too.
is good. But I watched the whole first Godzilla, and I'm like, this movie sucks. Like, it's the worst, dude. I can't stand it. A lot of people love that movie, too. I don't know why. They're crazy.
We
But,
crazy.
I just really don't care for that movie. So yeah, just because I like the movie Kong better, I think that's why I'm voting King Kong. I was talking to Nathan, a friend of the
Mhm.
show, and I was like, and he was like, "What? Like, does King Kong have like any powers? Because like Godzilla just breathes like atomic fire or whatever."
No, in the trailer, he had this axe,
An
and like the
axe, like a
axe.
giant axe.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the
It
heck?
wasn't that giant, but he had an axe, right? And
This sounds
like
awesome.
that beam that comes out of freaking what's his name?
Godzilla.
That comes out of Godzilla. He just deflected it with an axe.
That sounds amazing. Why haven't I
Like
watched this trailer yet?
yeah, he deflected it with an axe, and like he was like but obviously he like not deflected, but he was like I made the wrong thing.
Godzilla for
Sorry, I'm
Smash.
getting so distracted right now. He
Fine.
like absorbed it, and he was like struggling, and he started pushing back the beam with his freaking axe, and he was like, ah, and it was so cool. And then the freaking the scream off, I died. Cool,
They have
like
a
a roar.
scream off?
Like no, like King Kong roared, and he was like, "Nah," and then freaking Godzilla came out of nowhere, and then he was like, "Ah," yeah, it was so good.
That sounds so good. And it's coming free on HBO Max.
I sound really stupid making those sounds, but
No, no, I get you. You're
I just
communicating it
realized how I sounded.
effectively.
I said, "Yeah."
Okay.
Let me know when.
Go win.
When?
Win, go.
Oh, well, I said let me know when, and you just said when. What does that mean?
That's what
Anyway,
people. Okay.
um, so today's topic is we've watched every single DC. Well,
Or
DC. How do you
DCEU
DCEU?
movie.
Yeah.
We didn't
Okay.
watch like the Dark Knight or
Yeah.
nothing.
We watched all the DCEU movies
Mhm.
before we started this podcast, and this was the surprise of this podcast.
Surprise!
Guys, this is
It's
what
a
we've been working
it's a
on.
spoiler discussion,
Yes, there's gonna be spoilers.
but
So,
there's timestamps in
do
the
not like.
video,
Oh,
so you guys could
and there
skip
you go.
around
Never mind.
to whatever movie you want to talk about. Yeah. I was thinking we talk in the order that they release instead of the order that we watch them,
Mhm.
just so it makes more sense. We watched it in chronological order because we're weird.
Baby zombie. No.
uh, the order of release though, the first one that came out would be Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. Wait, we're watching order release or order we watched it?
Order release.
Sorry, I'm distracted.
I was gonna say, yeah. So Man of Steel, I freaking love this movie, and you guys can't change my mind. How do you feel about this movie?
Man of Steel. It was alright.
It was all right. Yeah, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, it was alright.
Look, I know you're right, but I refuse to believe it. I like this movie.
Do you?
Yeah, it's like
Oh
one of my
yeah.
favorites, and I
What would
don't
you
want
rate it?
like I know it's like bad kind of, but I just like it. Okay, leave me alone.
What would you rate it? What did you rate it actually? Because we rated
Damn.
all the movies after.
Let's see. Man of Steel, I would probably give a. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10.
I gave it. I think was it a 6? I think.
I don't know,
I
man.
think I gave it a 6. I think
Think
I
of a
gave it a
rating now,
6. I lost all my stuff. I'm starting from scratch, baby.
baby. Uh, what's your biggest issue with it? I I have an issue.
Okay. I have a couple. Main one, I don't know why, but it just bothers me how buff he is.
That's your main issue with the film. You just like freaking lose a few pounds,
Well, no,
Henry.
no, not lose pounds. Get skinny
Exactly, lose a few pounds.
of muscle, not fat.
Yeah, he's extraordinarily big in this movie. It's kind
Yeah,
of
it
unbelievable.
triggers me. Like throughout the
Does it
movie,
make
I'm
you
just like, dude.
insecure?
Oh, not really, because I kind of don't want to be
I'm
that big.
joking. It's
There's
insane.
some like movies I'd be like, dang, I want to be like that. But then this one I was like, I don't want to be like that. Too big.
He's kind of like The Rock big, right?
Yeah.
So do you think
But
The
The
Rock
Rock,
should lose a few pounds of muscle?
no, but he's a purposely bodybuilder. He's supposed to look like that.
Yeah, he looks like a triangle, like an upside down triangle. We're like body shaming this guy. I don't want to be rude.
What else? There's a couple other things wrong. I don't remember.
They freaking destroyed the whole city. That's my biggest issue with it.
Yes, dude. Dude, everybody and their mama died. Like, and they weren't
Everyone's
even part of the
dead.
movie.
In Batman vs Superman, there's
And
a
then in the middle,
memorial.
and in the middle of it, they just kissed in the middle of the freaking
Oh my,
earth
that's my
crack shattering.
biggest pet
Like,
peeve,
it's
dude.
like crazy. Why are you kissing in the middle of us, like in this empty circle, and then you look all around you and the world is dead? Oh, great time to kiss.
the There's a memorial like plaque in Batman vs Superman and like Justice League and stuff that they show. There is no way the amount of people that died in this movie could fit on that plaque. There was at least like
Yeah.
maybe like 200 people on that plaque. There had to be at least like 1,000, at least 1,000 people that died in this
No, that's
movie.
minimum.
That's what I'm saying. At least like,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Like from the fight scene, everybody died. When the freaking like the gravitational pull on everything, everybody died.
I think they did too much, and I get what they're going for. Like, oh, it's that big. Look at it, the world's freaking being destroyed. Oh,
Yeah.
you need Jesus. I mean, Superman to save you. You know.
Superman is Jesus.
Yeah, Superman is Jesus, but it's like it wasn't it, Chief.
Nah, it wasn't. Really wasn't.
But I did like some of the like themings
Dude.
in the movie. Besides the
Okay,
whole Jesus
favorite
thing.
character? His mom.
Oh, his mom's the best. I think she
His
grounds
mom
him.
is actually freaking
His
good.
dad's the worst though.
It really is. He literally killed himself for no reason.
There's a scene.
I hated that. I was telling you about it. I was like, dude, your son is Superman, and you want to risk your life? What?
It's like,
For a
oh,
tornado?
the dog's stuck in the car. We need to go save the dog. And the freaking Henry Kent or whatever his name is like, oh, I'll go save the dog. And it's like, dude, just have your
And then he
son
wanted,
save the dog.
yeah, and then his son wanted to go, and he was like, no, I'll risk my life for you. No, dude, I'm freaking risking my life for you and the dog.
Even if he was a normal person, why would you send the old freaking farmer guy instead of a jacked son to go in
Yeah.
there and risk that? Why would you do that? Even if he was normal, and he's
Even if
not
he was
normal,
normal.
he's the Man of Steel. Let him save the dog. That scene was
Right.
stupid.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, but the mom was cool. I
I love
really
the
like
mom.
that scene when they're in the beginning and she's like, oh, like focus on my voice, and he's like kind of singing through the walls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I love that scene.
Oh, when he was in school because he didn't know how to control his powers yet.
Yeah, I feel like that whole stuff, like from him being young, kind of grounds the whole movie.
Yeah.
It makes him feel more like a person. And a lot of the movie has a hard time having us relate to him as a person, I think. Well,
Mm.
no, you know, it's not even this movie's fault. It's Batman versus Superman, and Batman versus Superman mainly is that movie's fault that they treat him like this like all-knowing like god that could save everybody.
Yeah.
Um but this movie kind of starts that where it's like, oh, like he's Superman, whoa, he's so amazing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But we don't want that. Yeah, it's Jesus. But we don't want that with Superman. We just want to see a guy, like
It
a
was
good, chill
Superman.
guy, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of crapping on this movie a lot, but I like it. Just believe me, I like it. I give it a 7.5, 7.5. It it got its issues. Oh,
Yeah.
he snapped Zod's neck at the end. That was. I kind of like
It
that
was
scene
like
actually,
it
though.
was funny because we're like, the heck was banging? What the heck is happening?
I think my pizza's
You
here.
know that? Anyway, um, he was like, oh, I'm gonna kill these people all with my laser eyes, and he's like, no, I'm gonna snap your neck. If you
Yeah.
could snap his neck, you could totally move his head
If you
away
have the
from the
power to
people.
snap his neck with a shockwave, like, like you could turn his face
Right.
away from those people. it was.
I guess I gotta. There's no other choice. I gotta snap your finger.
There's no other choice. I gotta cut your fingers off. Wait, what? Wait,
Right.
what?
Wait, what?
Like, there's other choices. Yeah, that. There's a lot of questionable decisions in this movie. Yeah.
And say
Anyway,
like now. Okay.
now. That's... Anyway, I think that's all we have to say about that thing that we were just talking about 1 second ago.
Yeah. Superman, Man of Steel.
No more than 1 second. Not two,
I
not
don't. Like $5, but it's fine. Anyway,
next up.
Batman vs Superman.
Yes.
That was my first time watching it, and it was a couple days ago.
That's
Not
so
really, but it's
What?
Look,
What's wrong with it?
I could see why I could see how people liked it. You know, I could see why. For me, it started off good. It started off decent. Dude, it just kept on getting worse and worse by the second, bro.
Oh,
like not even choking.
Kiss a woman. Oh, oh, you want a Jolly Rancher in your mouth? Flip it. Drop. He's so weird. Why did they make him like that?
I don't know. There's so much wrong with that movie.
I agree. I don't think it's very good. I think...
First off, I started off good. It was like, oh, Batman vs Superman. And then it's like, oh, action fight, let's go. Oh, Kryptonite weakens him. Oh, let's go. Oh, so you're just friends now? What?
Yeah,
what?
Martha.
So, yeah, I know, I get it, but it's so stupid.
And then he's like, why did you say that name? Why did you say
like, oh, I guess we're best buds. And then Wonder Woman comes out of nowhere, and then freaking, who else comes out of nowhere?
Not Doomsday, Apocalypse.
Apocalypse comes out of nowhere, and then freaking Superman dies out of nowhere? Like, too much. Too much.
It's
like,
so much.
Too much, and it's also bad. It's Batman versus Superman. Not Batman versus freaking Apocalypse versus freaking Wonder Woman versus Superman.
That's my favorite quote. It's too much, and it's also bad.
It's like, I could, nah.
I agree with you though. Like, you ain't wrong.
It's like that's not Batman versus Superman. That's just a Marvel. I mean, that's just a DC movie. Right there.
Yeah, it's just so much. I think once they added Apocalypse, Apocalypse, right? Yeah. Once they added Apocalypse, they ruined it. That was the worst part of the movie for me. That movie's bad.
Dude, but Wonder Woman, every time she came there, bro, she popped off.
Every time she was on screen, I was like, oh, I'm interested again. Oh, that sounded pervy. I don't mean it like that. I mean that Wonder Woman's low-key the best character in the entire DCEU.
DC.
Like, she's so good. And every time she was on screen,
really
and like when she first shows up and she does like the weird cross arm thing, you hear the
dude, her music is so good.
It's like, sorry, that was probably horrible to listen to, but I freaking love, like, when you hear her music, and then when
you hear your music,
so
it's kind of hype because you know it's getting real.
Yeah,
she like flies in. She's like, "Oh, look at me! I'm deflecting with my bracelets."
There's that kind of cringe line where he's like, "Is he with you?" And then he's like, "I thought she was with you."
Oh yeah.
I didn't like that line. What do you like? I like
Wonder Woman.
I like the Wonder Woman scenes. I like the scene when they're in the Lex Luthor's like Met Gala that he like hosts, and then
oh yeah, that was a cool scene.
And then like Batman's like sneaking around or whatever.
And
then like Lex Luthor meets them. He's like, "Oh, Clark Kent. Oh, strong grip. Oh, don't want to get in a fight with this guy." He kind of sounds like the Mad Hatter.
Like, he's funny, but like kind of annoyed me.
He made me laugh, and I'm pretty sure it was unintentional laughter. Every single time he was on screen.
Yeah.
I think they wanted to make
What
him
else
like
was it?
sinister, like kind of like, oh, he's so unsettling, he's so weird, isn't he? No, he was funny. Like he was so laughably
Yeah.
horrible.
What's it called? I forgot what I was gonna
I
say.
like all the scenes with him and the
No,
senator.
it's just he didn't match Lex Luthor.
Yeah, Lex
That's what
Luthor's like,
triggered me. He was such a white boy with freaking luscious, like long hair, like a surfer dude. Like it was, and then he tried to act all evil. Nah, man. I mean, I guess he did sort of turn a little like towards the end when they're like on the helicopter like landing thing. That was good. He was good there.
that whole scene with the congresswoman when they're meeting in his house or whatever. He's like, Congresswoman, oh, can you support me in
Hmm.
doing this? And then she's like, call like piss in a jar and call it Granny's peach tea. It's not gonna change what it is. And he's like getting
Oh
like
yeah,
really triggered for some reason. And he's like tapping his fingers on the
dude. When the
table.
freaking when the freaking wheelchair exploded.
Oh yeah, you know when I first watched this movie, I did not catch that. I
Yeah,
thought a bomb just went off. I did not notice it was a wheelchair.
he thought it was grandma's peach tea.
And also that whole thing of like, so Lex Luthor peed in a jar, put it on a congresswoman's
I don't know how
desk.
you get mixed up with that though. And it was also in a jar. How you just drink out of a jar?
Did she drink out of it? I don't remember her
Yes, no,
drinking out of
no.
it.
She drank out of it, and then that's why she was like stuttering, and she was like, and uh, 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 cause she drank out of it.
Ew. So
And then she
so
took,
in this movie, a senator drank Lex Luthor's piss.
and then she turned it around, and I was like, grandma's peach tea.
I like how the bomb perfectly went off. Like once she read that. I'm nitpicking now, but but still, I don't care.
Yeah.
It okay. Wait, I like things about this movie.
Movie.
I
Dude, no.
like.
You know what also triggered me, dude? Sorry,
Oh,
this triggered
what?
me. What's her name? I forgot her name. Why did she throw the freaking kryptonite into the water? The
That was
kryptonite
so
spear.
funny.
It triggered me so much. You
First
had
of
no
all,
business touching
she had
that.
no business being there.
That too.
And then she's like, "Oh, let me grab this kryptonite spear and just chuck it in the water." And then she's like, "Oh, they need it. Let me dive in the water and try to get it. Oh, I'm
And then
dying.
died.
I'm dying. Help me!"
She passed out. She drowned.
Like,
What's it called? Dude, that was funny.
that
It
was
triggered me.
funny.
It's like, oh,
What? A,
we can't destroy Apocalypse because we gotta go back and get the freaking kryptonite. Oh, the kryptonite's deep in the water.
what was I gonna say? Do you
She said,
remember?
and ooh.
Do you remember that scene where Lois and Clark they like go in the bathtub together in the beginning of the
That
movie?
was so funny.
The water's just getting everywhere. She's like, "Oh, you're gonna
The
flood my
water's getting
apartment."
everywhere. And then, and it's just like he steps in with his shoes, and it was
With
like,
his
oh, you got
jeans.
no with his jeans and his shoes. I was like, oh, you got overflowing dirty water.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I would like
It
get
was so
off of me at
funny.
that point. You can take your damn shoes off.
That was funny. It was like,
Oh, it's
that's
so
the sound
funny.
effect if you couldn't tell. Yep.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah.
This is a 10 out of 10 movie. I'm trying to remember a scene that I liked.
Cause it's bad, you don't like it.
The scene where she's like reading the emails and is showing the rest of the Justice League members.
Dude, that was cool.
That scene's stupid. And
I
looking at
like
it
that.
from the
I like
outside
it.
is
It's pretty cool.
stupid. Having like her, oh, let me
It
open
was
up the
weird.
email.
It was
But
weird
I
it being
liked
in
it.
like a Batman versus Superman thing, but like it was cool.
Yeah, that means that this Batman vs Superman movie had Aquaman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Apocalypse, Lex Luthor, Cyborg, um, Batman. That's too much. You did too much.
Yeah.
You did too
It
much.
was, yeah, it was way too much. It was literally Justice League versus freaking Apocalypse.
And they try to shove in
They just try to do too, like, that's the definition of doing too much.
yeah, it's just not good. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't like how the final battle is like all smoke and fire and like, oh, I'm smoking fire and CGI greatness, you know.
Yeah.
Doomsday looked ugly. He didn't even look good.
You said towards the end he looked more like the comic
Like
book.
more like it, but I sent you the picture of
Yeah,
comic book
nah,
Doomsday. He
yeah.
still didn't look like it.
Nah, nah, nah.
It's not great. I'll be honest.
No.
But hey, you win some, you lose some, right? The I'm trying to think of a scene I like. I like the ballroom scene.
I could tell because you're just talking, and then you just get distracted because you're trying to think of one.
I like the ballroom scene where they're in the thing, the Met Gala thing.
Yeah, I like that too.
I don't like the scene where his parents die. I think that was dumb. We've seen his parents die like 5 times already. We don't need to see
yeah.
it again. Also, his parents died in this version because his dad went to punch the guy holding a gun to his family in the face. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Why'd he do that? You just got your family killed. You just traumatized your kid. Anyway.
Yeah. I think that's it. You don't
No,
like the movie.
there's a scene I like. I liked it better than the first time I watched it. I think. Fudge.
I think.
I like the scene.
Just face it. It's fine. You don't like it. Not everybody likes it.
Oh, the Batman warehouse scene where he's like in the warehouse like beating up all those dudes. I mean, he's killing them, and that wasn't good.
Didn't he like shoot a gun?
Yeah.
Wasn't he like shooting people? And that's like not what he does.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm trying here. I think I like it less than how I like. The more I think about it, the less I like it.
Yeah, I can tell. You're just slowly getting more depressed.
I like that one scene where Superman goes. You remember? He goes to save the people at the Dias de los Muertos thing.
No.
Like he saves them from a fire, and then like they're all like in the skeleton like makeup, and they all have their arms around him. I mean, that was like a 2-minute scene, but that was cool.
I guess I don't remember it, but.
Ooh, the opening. The opening is honestly one of the best DCEU things ever. There you go. Where Bruce Wayne's like looking at Man of Steel from the ground.
Yeah.
I really like that scene. That was really cool.
There you go, something positive.
Yep, but it's bad. I give it a 3 out of 10.
I can agree with you on that. Go to sleep. Wait, let me send to bed.
What's next after this? I think it's Suicide Squad. So, Suicide Squad. We have differing opinions on this.
Yeah.
I don't like it that much anymore. After watching it, I really liked it, and I watched it again, and I was like, oh no. I don't like this movie anymore. Like, it's kind of bad.
I really liked it.
And that's good that you liked it. What did you like about it? Because I didn't like a lot of things about it. Oh, I think we lost him, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, my mic unplugged. My bad. I liked all the characters. Like, they're so cool and funny.
I could agree with you on that. I like the characters
like,
in that movie.
my favorite is probably, what's his name? Deadshot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who plays Will Smith? Yeah, he's so cool.
Suicide Squad.
That was so cheesy. But it was so good. Like, I like how his whole theme is like a bounty, kind of.
Like
Like
he's
a
like a
bounty hunter.
sharpshooter.
Like he'll like get paid for like doing other people's like dirty work. Like he'll like like kill this one. Like there's a scene where he like planted a bomb, shot an arrow out of his like wrist, or not, shot bullets out of his wrist, killed the guy one shot, and then it was like, oh, you need to pay me more.
I
And
think
you're just chilling on top of a roof, just
I
ready.
like all the characters except for maybe Rick Flag's kind of boring. Um, they're all fine, I guess. Yeah, I like them all. I What I didn't like about it though was like
How
the
they peer
action.
pressured, how
Oh,
they peer
I
pressured that guy.
I didn't like that they just like became friends. It was kind of like Batman versus Superman to me, where like,
No, but this one was like different though, like
cause
way different.
Deadshot, there's a scene where Deadshot goes, and they're like, she's like, uh, snipe that woman and like I'll release you from jail or whatever. And he's like, oh, that bee is dead. And then he purposefully misses. And I'm thinking like, you really care that much about this girl that you met like earlier today? Like you were like you had a chance of being released. Like, and I know Amanda Waller would have probably lied, but still, like, I don't know. I feel like it didn't make sense that they cared
That was cool.
that much about each other.
That was cool.
What was cool?
How he did that.
They like missed on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then like at the end they're like, "Oh, we're family" or whatever. I'm like, "Y'all ain't family. Y'all met like 2 days ago."
No, but it was just cool how they bonded though. I gotta admit that.
I Yeah, I just wish it got more time, I guess.
Huh.
The Amanda Waller was kind of like the best character, kind of. I feel like she was like exactly how she was supposed to be. Like she was just lying, like manipulative, cold, stone cold killer. You know.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't like the action fighting those like faceless zombie guys. Was
That was
kind of
cool. That reminded me
I
of what's it called? I
Walking
forgot
Dead.
what is it called.
Walking Dead.
Oh, Resident Evil? No, 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 no.
Resident Evil.
No, it wasn't Resident Evil.
Well, it
You
reminds me
just
of
played
Resident
it.
Evil.
You just played it.
Last of Us.
Last of Us. There you go. It was cool.
I didn't like it. I
Liked it a
felt like it
lot.
was
I
like
really liked it a lot.
you have these people with such interesting abilities. You could do more than that with them than just fighting like a faceless
The
bird.
oh, oh, sorry. The person who played Harley Quinn did really good.
Margot Robbie, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I know.
she's
I
like
think he just said that, but
the perfect Harley Quinn.
yeah, pretty cool.
The villain sucked. Enchantress, I couldn't.
Yeah,
She was so
I did.
boring.
I could admit that. Yeah, it was kind of.
She was so basic, and
I
like
was
her
also,
design
I
was
was
so
saying that I was like
weird.
Enchantress. Like what
Who are you?
exactly? Okay.
um, yeah, it was. I don't know. I didn't care for the villain. I didn't care for the action. I didn't care for the Joker. I was a Jared Leto Joker defender for so long, and I rewatched this movie, and I was like, oh no, I can't believe I've done this.
I can't believe you done this.
So,
No, Joker was fine.
you didn't mind the Joker?
I didn't. Okay, no, he wasn't fine. Actually, he was fine, but I just didn't like his hair. His hair was too green for me.
His hair was the worst part of that.
No, but you
It
said
was
you liked his hair.
It was too green. Is that what?
No, I didn't like the Joker because his hair was too green. I feel like it was too bright.
I think his hair was fine. I hated his tattoos. I hated his whole personality. The only good part of it was his hair.
Really?
To me, honestly.
I
Yeah.
thought we're the opposite.
Yeah. his whole. Why does he have damage tattoo on his forehead? Like we're not gonna get that this guy is damaged. Oh man, this guy seems like a well-adjusted individual. Oh wait, it says damage on his forehead. Oh, this guy must be real messed up then.
Yeah, he
Like,
lost the love of his life.
it's so weird. Don't worry about that.
No, I gave it a 8.5.
I give it a 4 out of 10.
Damn.
So far DCEU ain't looking so good for you. You're on thin ice,
Mm.
Buster.
You really are though.
What's the next movie?
I don't know. Is it Justice League?
What if I wrote the combined scores and see which one like ends up with like getting the best rating?
Up to you. I don't care.
Well, whatever. I'll add it in.
Was it Justice League that was next?
Justice? No, it's a different one.
Well, that's the way we watched it. But
Birds of Prey. No, not that one.
that was the most recent.
Um, Suicide Squad, and then what the freak
Was it
came after Suicide Squad?
what?
Oh,
Wonder
Wonder
Woman?
Woman. I think Wonder Woman came out before it. Suicide Squad, actually. Oops. Yeah, Wonder Woman. I love
Oh,
that
we
movie.
talked about it already in the last podcast.
No, we talked about Wonder
Um,
Woman 1984.
no, oh yeah, cause yeah, you're right.
Wonder Woman, the first one, so
So
good.
good.
I freaking love
I
that
didn't
movie.
think I would like Wonder Woman.
Nobody does, cause Wonder Woman, like,
No,
until then
no,
is
it's
just
cause
like,
I just never really watched Wonder Woman.
but like, I love that movie so much. I like
Yeah.
the aesthetic, the World War One. I think it makes it very different from Captain America, where Captain America is like World War Two aesthetic,
Mm-hmm.
and you get like a different vibe,
No,
you know?
wasn't she in World War II?
No, she was in World War One.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
I
pretty sure
guess not
she's in World
different
War
enough
II.
vibe. No, I remember it's World War One because I remember they were saying that they wanted to make it different than Captain America,
Oh,
and I feel like it achieved. But whatever. The whole Themyscira thing was so cool. Like the
dude,
Amazonian culture.
when she ran into the dead man zone, the no man's land, that
That's the
was so
best
she
action sequence in the movie.
they're just like, we're running out of ammo, we have nothing, we gotta stay in the trenches, and then she's like, you just turn around, she's just dipping on them.
I think that is like one of the most like inspiring like hero. Like it sounds cheesy, but whatever. So like it's just the most inspiring like heroic freaking scenes ever, where she's like holding up the shield, like taking all the freaking shots for the
Hmm.
soldiers or whatever. It's like so cool.
Yeah.
Like I love it. There's like a shot later in the movie where she's like going into a ballroom and she has like a sword like into her dress.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That shot I feel like is a perfect symbolic representation of like Wonder Woman, of like, oh, she's like beautiful but deadly, just like the dresses. Like I think that was on
Yeah,
purpose. Like that's it's so I just love that movie. And I like
that
how
was a
like
really
she's
good
so
movie.
fixated on the one goal, defeat Ares, one goal.
Ares was kind of butt though.
Yeah, like it was so cool that it was like, oh, your one goal is to defeat Ares, and she kills Ludendorff, and then she's like, what? Ares is supposed to stop the war, and then they're like, oh no, people just kind of suck, and then it was like, oh wow, that's a really profound note to end this movie on, and then Ares is like, I'm here to destroy you.
Yeah,
I'm not.
he was thrown off because he was like when I cut off. He was one of the leaders, like in the war.
Yeah, that could have been like a fine plot twist, but then like he doesn't change how he looks. Like I guess like Ares
Yeah,
just always looked like this middle-aged British man with like a twirly mustache.
yeah.
What are you going for there? I don't know what they're going for.
Like they'll show his face like in the armor, and then you'll see like just a mustache poking out.
And there's like a scene where he's like, "Oh, Ares or Zeus like sent me back down, and I was weakened." And it shows like a flashback, and you see him in like ancient Greek armor, like smitten into a cave, and he just
Mhm.
looks the same. And I'm like, what the frick? Like he just looked like this all the time. It's so
Yeah.
weird. Like it seems like a petty thing to complain about, but it's so weird.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's so look up Ares in Wonder Woman, y'all. He looks so bad. And that whole final battle, like it was okay. It was pretty good. I like it, but I
Yeah,
like it
I
more the
like
second
it.
time watching. Cause the first time I watched it, like it's kind of hard to distinguish like all the CGI girls smoke and like
Yeah.
fire or whatever. But in this movie, I think it works out better. It is pretty good. Um, I really like this movie. I actually think it's something I don't like about it. Um,
I don't know.
everything I don't like is kind of condensed to the ending of the movie. I think
Yeah, low key.
the rest of it's pretty great. Like her like learning about like
The
like
way, do you
man
know the way?
traditions. She's like, how am I supposed to fight in this thing? Like the dress. Like that's cute.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's cool.
No, her run when she was little. That was so funny.
Oh,
I don't
that
know
was
why I
funny.
found that
Yeah, the
funny.
special effects, like when she's running and then she jumps off, and it's like clearly a green screen. Like it's the most obvious green screen I've ever seen in a
That,
big budget
yeah,
movie.
that and just the way she ran when she was little. The way she just ran so weirdly. She ran like the
um,
Flash and the Justice.
we'll get to that one.
That was funny.
Yeah, I like this movie a lot. I get
hmm
honestly,
I give
I
it
give
I
it an
gave it an
eight.
8.
Yeah, this is a good one. The
Yeah,
ending's
I
kind
like
of
I
weird,
like
but
Suicide Squad a little bit more. Like it surprised me. I liked it more. But
uh,
the more you know, right?
the more you know. Anyway, that's what I would give it. Anyway, the
And here
next
she goes
movie.
bothering.
What's the next movie? Oh my gosh.
I think with Justice League.
It is Justice League. Damn, the movie's not good. I like it worse
Okay,
than
it's surprised you were
BVS.
no. Here's what happened. He was pooping on that movie for you don't know how long,
It's like my
and we
least
watched
favorite
it,
movie.
and then we watched it, and I was like, oh, it's not bad, but it's just boring. It's not bad. It's just boring.
That's bad. That's the worst thing a movie could be. At least
Yeah,
Justice League's
but no.
funny. I mean, at least Batman vs Superman's funny and how bad it is.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess you're right. But yeah, you're right. But you just no, you just I just had really low expectations for it. It was just boring. Fight scenes boring.
fight scenes boring,
Dude,
villain
you made it
boring.
look like the movie got pooped out of freaking Apocalypse and then stabbed with the freaking.
Cause I love the Justice League. They're my best
Yeah.
friends.
I have a special bond with them.
Yeah, I really like the Justice League, and they freaking ruined them in this movie. Like, it's like, damn, this is really our first. Like, this is what people are gonna think the Justice League is. You know,
You're
like
like Pro ZD and the Chips Ahoy Chews.
yeah, like this now. Whenever people think that don't like watch cartoons or like read comics or whatever, like they're gonna think of Justice League. They're gonna think of like this crappy movie, well, instead of like the cool like Justice League cartoon or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
damn. Aqua Man, he's like fine in this movie, I guess. Sorry if you hear my dog. Um, Wonder Woman's the best part of the movie again.
Yeah.
Like, come on, she's like literally carrying the DCEU on her back.
She really is though.
um, it's just you go. I'm gonna go off. Go.
Uh, go off, man.
It's just so bad. I just feel so personally attacked by this movie. The
Yeah, I found it boring, and I was like, okay, it's boring. You found it bad and horrible.
I find it horrible because it's so boring. How do you make the Justice League boring? And there's
The
like this
fight scenes. It's like,
the,
how do you make a fight scene boring? A
And then
Justice League
Batman, they're
movie.
trying to make him like freaking Tony Stark or something. Like he's constantly cracking jokes. Why is Batman constantly cracking jokes the whole movie? This is so bad. Like he's like, do you bleed? Oh, that was so cringe. Also, do you remember when Superman coming back evil? That was stupid.
Do you bleed?
Yeah, he said it in an evil voice too.
Yeah.
He said, "Do you bleed?" and like made an evil face, and then it's like, why was he evil? That didn't make any sense. I
That
didn't
made
get
zero.
it.
Yeah, that made zero sense. They like. Also, why did you bring him back to life?
That was,
Right? Like
yeah,
that was kind of like he's like legit in that movie. He's the strength of the Justice League combined, even more. Like they couldn't even defeat him.
yeah.
Like what?
Let's compare this. Okay, I know
Might as well just have it a Superman movie.
people say don't compare these, but screw them. I'm doing it anyway. The first Avengers movie versus the first Justice League movie, right?
Mhm.
There's a scene in both of them where the heroes fight each other. In the first Avengers movie, it's like when they're like Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America in the forest. Do you remember that?
Mhm.
They're like fighting. Like that scene was cool because they all have like
Dude,
differences in ideas and they're all like arguing about like, I guess,
this
trivial
is
things.
this is off topic. This just bring me for some reason. You said like Avengers.
Hmm.
I thought the Batman versus Superman movie was gonna be like the Captain America Civil War between Captain America and Iron Man. I was like, no way, that sounds dope. I don't know why you also hate that, and I could see why.
Because it's just like apocalypse destroying a town.
Yeah, and it's just like all the freaking DC heroes.
Like in Avengers, there's a reason that they're fighting. In this one, they're fighting because they brought Superman back to life and he's evil now. Like it's it's so dumb.
Yeah,
Like, oh, I guess he's evil now.
I guess
Like
so.
I don't, and like you could so clearly tell what scenes were directed by Joss Whedon and which scenes were directed by Zack Snyder. To me, anyway.
Mhm.
I am very
Snyder
excited
Cut.
for the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
It seems interesting.
You told me about it, and I was like, oh, that sounds cool. And you're like, and then you're like, I don't believe it. Like the Snyder Cut doesn't exist. And then they came out with the trailer for it, and you're just like, oh,
Yeah, I didn't believe in the Snyder Cut for the longest. I was a denier.
yeah.
But
The next movie, I think, what was the next movie after this? Maybe the Birds of Prey. Last movie,
Birds of Prey,
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
We watched it. Well, we watched it on our own.
I feel like I'm missing movies.
No, no.
Let
There's
me
very
check.
little. No, there's very little. That was it.
We're missing Shazam also. Oh, hold on.
Shazam. That's such a good movie.
But we're not talking about that quite yet. Um. Okay. I think it is Aquaman. Aquaman. The next one. We watched these separately along. We couldn't find
A
it
while
to
ago.
watch online for free, so we just kind of just we're just doing this off of memory. Um,
And I
how
have
do
very bad memory.
how do you remember liking it?
I remember liking it um like out of a rating, or like how do I
First
remember?
of all, wait, yeah. First of all, what's your rating for Justice League?
Oh, like I think I give it like a 6 or 7.
I give it
Six,
a one
seven.
out of 10. But okay, let's keep going. um, Aquaman. Sorry, what were you saying?
Out of a skill rating, I think I give it like a 8, like a 7.5. Not scary.
Okay, okay,
From my memory,
respectable.
I don't remember that much about it, to be honest.
Uh huh.
Uh, yeah, sorry, I really don't remember
I
about it.
give it a 6 out of 10. It's not.
Okay.
It's okay, you know.
Mhm.
It's like fine. There's a lot of. It's really dumb, and I think it's okay that it's very dumb. It's very enjoyable. It's just not.
Mhm. Yes.
You just can't think about it for more than 2 seconds. There's a really funny
Yeah.
thing that they do in this movie, where
Oh, yeah, the thing that you told me about.
I guess that they don't know how to transition between scenes. So I kid you not, about 5 times in the movie, which is way more than it should be. Like 5 times they get into like a conversation gets interrupted by an explosion. Do you remember this? It's
Yeah.
so funny. They'll be like, "Oh, we need to fight Orm in the Great." Like the wall behind them just blows up, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Whoa,
Or like
time
this,
for
or
a
like the
fight!"
water, a big old freaking splash erupts.
Yeah, and like the comedy is kind of like weird. Like it's just like basic. Just this is basic. Like there's like that one joke where Aquaman's like he smells himself. He's like, "Oh, I do smell." Ho ho. And then like the one time where he's like, they're like, "Oh, we need to put water into this capsule in order to open the door." And he's like, "I could pee on it." Like okay, like it's I guess like
What
it's
about
not
that one that
bad.
you told me that they were playing? I think Pitbull in the background.
That scene makes me laugh so freaking hard. It's when they first arrived to like Sicily or wherever they're at, and
Hmm.
you just hear Mr. Worldwide. It's so funny, dude. It's like
Yeah.
it's so out of place. It doesn't belong in that movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
that sounds funny. I didn't even catch that.
Mr. Worldwide.
It's the worldwide.
It's so funny. And then there's a whole thing with like his dad and his mom or whatever, like meeting his mom in the trenches, like in the
In
first
the
of all, hold
trenches?
on,
What is this, the
not in
hood?
the trenches. Sorry, they go into like the bottom of the sea, get sucked into a whirlpool, and then they go into like the
Paul,
land before
whirlpool.
time. Do you remember this part?
Yes,
They're
sort
like
of.
in like the land before time, and there's like dinosaurs and stuff, and like his mom is there. It's like, oh, I just been living here for like forever. It was so weird. I was like, what am I watching right now? Like the movie just completely shifted.
Yeah.
I really had to stretch my imagination for that. And then
Yeah, that was just a weird movie in general.
yeah, it's just
Like,
weird.
I don't know. I remember the stuff that you're talking about, but I don't know what to like talk about. If you understand what
There
I'm
is
saying.
an invasion that Black Manta does where he comes into like Sicily and he starts to fight them. That scene's really cool. Black Manta's the best character, in my opinion. The scene between both fights between Orm and Aquaman are cool. I like the first one especially
Hmm.
because Aquaman gets defeated and like his trident cracks and he's like, "Whoa!" I like it. I like parts of it. The movie's really dumb. There's a scene where like there's a giant war going on in the background and they just kiss in the middle of a battlefield, just like in freaking Man of Steel. It's so
Yeah,
bad. I'm like, stop kissing, please.
I don't remember that one, but
Um, yeah. So fun movie. 6 out of 10. It's fine.
yeah, yeah, 7, 7.5.
Then we got Shazam.
Shazam!
Shazam.
We watched it really recently. It's so good,
We
dude.
watched
It's
it
so
yesterday.
good.
This is my favorite
You watched it yesterday?
DCEU movie. No, the day before yesterday. My bad.
It's so good.
Mhm. What? You go first. My throat hurts.
Um, yeah, we talked about that around. What's it called? It's so cool. Like, I want Shazam's powers.
Mhm.
Like how it's so cool how he could like with one word saying Shazam, he could transfer to like the best superhero, and or he could transfer into his regular self. Like it's so cool. And
That's
there's
so,
like the scene
yeah.
like with the villain. They're in the mall and then he was fighting. He was like, "Oh Shazam!" And he got lost in with the crowd because he was just a regular boy. That was so
Yeah.
cool.
Shazam's my favorite. Like he's always been one of my favorite superheroes.
Mhm.
I think his
And
whole power is so cool.
what's also cool is like the jokes were actually funny. They're actual jokes.
Yeah. Like there's that one scene
Like
where they're like in the air and he's like, I see mouth moving but I can't hear anything. There's like there's
oh
cars
yeah,
and
towards the end,
trucks.
they're
Yeah.
just, yeah, he was like threatening him. I like the part where he was like, do you have are you invincible to bullets? And they from these robbers robbing the store and they shot and then they're like shoot him and
Oh.
they shot him and he's like ding, 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 and you just see all the bullet freaking fall and then they're like all right now let's test your face.
Yeah, shoot him in the face.
And then they did it and he was like that tickles.
I
That
like I like the
tickles.
scene. I like that it kind of is a realistic depiction of what a 14-year-old boy would do with Superman powers.
Yeah, he was like they didn't know what to do. Like he was like, "Oh, let's go. I'm an
Yeah,
adult now."
and like when he actually gets into a real fight, he doesn't know how to handle
He
it.
doesn't know how to fight.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
so cool.
like he tried to like talk to him about it. He's like, "Whoa, you don't have to fight." And I don't know, he just get punched like uppercutted in the freaking stomach and just flew.
Yeah, like when he like in the beginning when they first fight, he's like, "I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid. You don't want to hurt a kid, right?" Like, that's just like I feel like
Yeah,
really realistic.
it was
How
so cool
someone
because
would
he'll like try
react.
to test his powers, like what powers he has, like throughout the movie.
Oh yeah, they're doing the YouTube stuff.
Yeah,
I like this movie a lot. There's not really much I don't like
it's a
about
really
it.
good movie. Yeah.
I like the villain too.
I like, dude, the foster dad, he's so cool.
He's
He's
the
so
coolest
cool.
bro ever.
He's the coolest dad ever. Like, his hair is also cool, and his beard is cool. And he's just a cool, like, dad in general. Like, he takes care of them really well. And he
Yeah,
gives, like, there's
you
this
seem
one
like he
scene where
cares.
he good, like, confidence booster, like, they're gonna be alright. Like,
Yeah,
he's
like
really good at,
he really seems like he cares about everybody, and with very little
yeah,
screen time because he's not even in the movie that much. So that's like impressive.
yeah.
Yeah, I really
He gives really good advice. There you go. He gives really good advice.
like there's a scene where he's like yelling at Billy because he's freaking running off everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
like cutting school and stuff, and like that was I don't know that was very honest. Like of course you're gonna get mad at your
Mm-hmm.
kid when they skipping class every day.
Right.
I just
Oh, dude, dude, when freaking he found his mom and he was like, his mom was um, like, let me step out here,
yeah,
and then
no,
he didn't
now's
want
not
her
a
to
good
go in.
time. Yeah, she didn't want to let
Yeah,
him.
dude,
That
that
scene
hurt me so
breaks
much.
my heart every time I
Yeah.
watch. Like that, I think is like the biggest emotional moment for me in the whole
Mm-hmm.
DCEU.
And
Like,
then when he had the ball in his hand, he was like, I found home. I was like, aw.
and then at the end of the conversation, he gives it to her, and she's like, why are you giving this to me?" He's like, "It seems like
And he's
you
like,
need
you
it
might need it
more."
one day. Yeah, he was like, you need it. Well, you're gonna need it one day.
Yeah, like hot damn, that whole scene is so
Oh, and then
good.
he was like, I actually got a family that I want to go back home to.
Yeah,
I
he's
was
like,
like,
I need to go back to my
oh,
real family. I'm like, oh, I'm getting chills right now thinking about it. That scene is
yeah,
so good. Like, congratulations. This is a great
dude. And then she had a
movie.
flashback. They showed a flashback of her actually seeing him with the cops, and then she didn't do nothing about it. She just left them. I was like, how dare you?
And the scene, like, I like how you see that scene in the beginning through his perspective, and it's like all bright and colorful, and oh, she loves him so much or whatever. And then you see the same scene again, but from her perspective, and it doesn't seem as happy because like they changed the lighting tones. You could tell it's a reshoot because
Yeah,
the tone of her
yeah,
voice is different. Like
yeah.
it's it's really good. It's really well made. The villain's actually
I gave it,
intimidating. Like he just straight up murks people,
dude. He killed his dad and his brother. Like,
and like a whole freaking table of people.
Yeah, in the office, like he literally yoinked his brother out the window over like a 14-story building, maybe even higher.
I think it does a good job at making him more menacing. Cause like, I feel
Yeah,
like a lot of villains they just like, oh, like you're kind of
I'm a villain.
scary. Yeah, I'm a villain. But like, you
It
see
showed him
him
how much anger was built inside of him
murdering
from
these
when he was
people.
from when he was little, cause like nobody like was like you're not good enough, and then he's like I got powers now look at me I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, and I like that because like I kind of relate to him because it's like, yeah, you're right. You can't just tell like a 10-year-old kid you will never be worthy. Like, what the frick? You're gonna traumatize him.
Right,
Like, of course he's gonna be messed up, you jerk. Like,
right.
and like how he picked Billy out of desperation. Like he never found like a truly good person. Like I love that. This is just a
Yeah,
really good movie.
I rate it 9 out of 10, 9.5.
9 out of 10 for me. I love this one.
Yeah,
Next up, Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
I like that movie a lot too.
This is another good one. Freaking bangers back to back.
Yeah, I really like that one. It was
um,
so cool.
I like
What was your favorite part?
my favorite part.
Or your favorite series of events?
My
However you want
favorite
to take it.
series of events.
However you
Um,
want to take it.
I'm trying to think. I like I like the part where he's talking to canaries, like Black Canary,
Uh
and like showing him the wall of stuff. It's like this used to be somebody's head, and now it's on my wall. Ew,
huh.
like the villain, because like the villain is Black Mask, and his whole thing is like he cuts off faces.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he was
and
kind of a
then
whiny baby.
yeah, it's cool because he's like this intimidating, like, oh, I'll cut your face off, but like in reality, he's just like a whiny man child.
Yeah, it was funny, dude. I didn't even notice the part when it was like, uh, how he cut off those two people's like the family, their faces off. He cut them off, and then they showed who was the family afterwards.
Yeah,
I forgot who it was, but we were just like, what? That was them.
this movie benefits from its R rating a lot
Mm-hmm.
because they talk a lot more naturally. They could show stuff like faces getting cut off, and
I think one of my favorite parts is fighting in the towards the end, fighting in the playhouse. That was so cool.
that's my favorite part. You're right. Now you said it out loud.
Nice,
They're fighting in a
dude. It was so
playhouse, and
cool.
it's just like a action scene with like no. It's so refreshing because the last like the early DC movies are like, oh, it's a big CGI fire and smoke, and all the city's being destroyed and stuff. And this
Yeah,
is just a normal fight scene with a
I
against a
kind of
bunch of
wish.
dudes in a playhouse.
I kind of wish Harley's hammer was bigger.
Yeah,
It was like a little like toy thing they use at a carnival, which makes sense. But like they're at a playhouse. But I kind of wish it was like bigger, like in how it usually is, like a big old freaking mallet.
and the main story of this is Harley Quinn like getting over a breakup, which I feel like is a very relatable story to a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people. Like I don't, you don't need to. People are saying that this is like feminist propaganda or or whatever. It
For
like
what?
because
Mm,
you know it's like the main character are
yeah.
women and like they're fighting a bunch of men and like the
It
main
was
villain he's literally just sexist. Like he's very clearly sexist.
yeah. It was cool at the end. She like turned the girl that like stole the diamond and ate it,
Uh
like
huh.
into her own like Harley Quinn, and she was like Joker. That was so cool.
Yeah, like seeing her this like girl come like this woman come into her own.
Dude, she literally bounced back.
She had a glow up.
Yeah,
It was just really good. I really like the whole arc of that movie. It's
it was really
very
good.
relatable to a lot of people. I could imagine. I haven't
Mhm.
really gone through a breakup like that,
I like
but
the part. I also, there's a lot of scenes I liked. I like when she just stopped at this place and she was talking about this one egg sandwich that just had the perfect amount of cheese, hot sauce, and everything else with it.
not too much
And
hot
she,
sauce. I want to taste the cheese.
and then it dropped, and she was like, "That was like the worst thing that happened to her."
Yeah, and like all the characters that get introduced are. I kind of don't like the
Dude,
structure of the movie. I feel like they could have made it more less messy. I think it's a little messy.
hmm
That would be my
I kind of. Oh
criticism.
yeah, I kind of like the narrating type of deal. I kind of like that.
I didn't like it that much.
I liked it. I was like, "Oh, that's cool." One thing I didn't like is she'll like start the story and start keep on narrating, and then midway through her narration, she'll just go be like, "Oh, let me go back 2 weeks ago where this happened,"
Yeah, and then there's like some points where it's
which
like a
was cool, but at
flashback
the same
within a
time, it was like,
flashback,
eh,
pretty much, and it's like
yeah. And
it's
then you
messy.
forgot that flashback happened that just showed.
Yeah, it's messy.
It was cool, but it was like too much of it.
Um,
What's it called? Also, I forgot her name. The the singer that like
Black Canary.
yeah, she's so cool, dude.
She was really cool.
Yeah.
I like Huntress and shit in the movie.
Dude,
She's the
that movie was
funniest character.
that was so funny. Like
She's
towards the end.
like, it's not an effing bow, it's a crossbow. I'm not a child. It's so
That was
funny.
funny.
Um,
Like they all meted up at the playhouse, and then she was like, "I just needed to kill this dude. I'm gonna go."
I didn't really care for Detective Montoya.
No, but it was a cool addition, I think.
Yeah, she
The
was
schoolhouse
fine, but
was
like, she wasn't
yeah,
like really memorable for
yeah.
me. But it's a good movie. I like it.
When she was fighting in the playhouse, but she was still drunk because she got like freaking she quit it or something.
Yeah.
She was just drinking, and then they're like, "Oh, we know where that this diamond is." And she went, and she was like fighting, and then she was like drunk halfway through that fight, or all of the fight actually.
Yeah, and I it seems like a small thing, but I feel like it being directed by a woman is noticeable.
Yeah,
And I think it helps to have a woman director when you have a movie about a group of women
yeah, it really does.
because like for example, there's a scene early on where this guy has like Harley Quinn and she's like drunk or whatever, and she's like basically blacked out, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you come to my house, baby," or whatever. It's like really
Oh
gross,
yeah,
and I feel like having a woman
it shows
director
like,
who's like actually would be nervous about stuff like that, like
mm-hmm.
she would have a more
Cause
interesting,
that goes on now, like
yeah,
still.
she would have
And
a
it's
more
like,
interesting outlook on it than
mm-hmm.
like Zack Snyder.
Dude, when dude, there's this part where like they're in the club, and she just freaking she was like getting reckless because like they just broke up, and she just jumped on this guy's knees and just like broke him in half.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, that has to hurt so much.
Yeah, like that's the type of stuff that like you can't do in a PG-13 movie, I don't think.
Oh yeah, and also like towards the end where she threw the grenade, and like you just see his ligaments like thrown everywhere in the pond.
Yeah, like she does, like he has a grenade on him and she kicks him off and he just blows up into
Yeah,
pieces. It sounds gross and it is. I don't
it was
like
cool.
gore, but it was so cool. Yeah, that's a good movie. I give that one a 9 out of I'll give it a
I
8
give
out of
it.
10.
I give it. I also rated it. Give it an 8.52.
That's a good one. I just don't like the structure that much.
Mm-hmm. Is that really it?
Well, we actually have one more. The one that came
Really?
out this month, I believe. Wonder Woman 1984.
84.
That movie is something. It's a movie,
Yeah,
alright.
it's a movie.
It's kind of nothing to really write home about. I see a lot of people saying
No,
it's like the worst DC movie. Come on,
I
guys.
feel like it was kind of
This
like
is
the
not the
first one,
worst.
probably a little bit worse, maybe.
It's not good.
No,
I don't think it's really good, but it's not like the worst. Like y'all will say that.
yeah. What's it
It's
called? There's some parts where it's like, oh, that's cool, but like
the
figuring out how like freaking the I forgot his name. The pilot came back.
that was
Uh,
weird. Why did they do it like that?
yeah.
I literally that lives in my head rent free. I just constantly am wondering why did they decide to make
It
him
was weird, kind
possess
of.
a guy?
Yeah,
If y'all don't know, Steve Trevor, the love interest that died in the first Wonder Woman, he comes
came back.
back in this Wonder Woman
Oh, cause of the rock.
because of a
There's a special
wish
rock.
rock. And instead of him just coming back, they have his soul possess like some random guy that Wonder Woman meets. And she just has like no issue with the fact that she's just using this guy's body and who knows where his like soul is.
Right,
like
it just disappeared. But one
like
thing though, the villain, I know this is off topic, but the villain goes ham.
now are you talking about Maxwell Lord or are you talking about
Yeah,
Cheetah?
I'm talking about Max Lord. She does, she's, yeah, she's a villain, but.
She's okay, Cheetah. I didn't really.
Yeah. At first, when I saw her, I thought she was also okay. But then,
Yeah, she's fine. She's just like kind of basic. She's more basic than, but I like her though. It's not like I don't like her. It's just it's not as good as Maxwell Lord. I see a lot of people like talking smack. Pedro Pascal freaking killed it with this character. He's
mm-hmm.
like eating up the scenery. Whenever he's like, oh, I'll grant all your wishes. Oh, like he's like really into it, and
Yeah.
I kind of love it.
Not really much to say about it, really, low key.
Yeah, it's an okay movie. It's an
You're gonna have to
okay.
watch it for yourself. It's really weird. It's on HBO
How
Max.
do you feel
All
in the
these movies are
beginning?
on HBO Max. The beginning was dope.
Like the old school Superman style.
Uh, wait, what?
You remember the beginning was like old school, like dun da 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 da. She's like in the mall, like
Oh yeah,
saving everybody.
I like that. Even though it was kind of cheesy, but it was cool.
It was kind of cool and kind of cheesy, but it was weird to me that that didn't match the rest of the movie.
That didn't match it at all.
It was like the most random tonal shift ever. Like it kind of
Yeah.
didn't make sense. Um, I like I like Maxwell Lord as a villain. I think he's very
Dude,
compelling.
yeah, he really made
His
that movie
power,
pop.
his
Dude,
power
the
is very
power, it was
interesting.
cool. 'Cause we're like, me and you were like figuring out through the whole movie. We're like, wait, what? How does it work? Oh, this is how it works. Oh, wait, no, scratch that. That's not how it works. This is how it works. And eventually, we sort of figured it out.
Yeah, I like it. He like has the power to grant wishes, but whenever he grants a wish for you, he can like take something from you also.
Yeah. So like, throughout the movie, he like at one point he made so many wishes, and he became so like intoxicated.
Yeah.
Like he kept on getting like hurt and hurt. So at one point he wanted everybody to join hands and like take something from them. Like he'll like grant everybody a wish, and then eventually he'll take them and put them all together, and he'll take like their health from them,
Yeah,
and
that
he
didn't
like
make
get better.
any sense. That like,
And
oh, like the
also
radio waves are
one thing that
touching you, so that
yeah.
means it's like me touching you. No, not really.
Also one thing is funny is how they showed like all the people like returning their wish. You know dang well someone ain't returning that wish.
I keep seeing a bunch of people uh, like,
Like I
oh,
got for $1,000,000. I ain't turning no $1,000,000 in.
I wish I didn't have cancer anymore. Oh, you're right, Wonder Woman. I should return that wish. Like,
Right.
like it doesn't really. It's hard to tell if when Maxwell returns his wish, if it undoes everything, or if people just
Yeah.
everybody return their own wish. It's kind of
Mhm.
confusing.
Really is. But the movie's pretty decent. It's decent.
It's
It's not horrible.
decent.
It's not
There's
good.
not a
It's
lot of
decent.
action sequences like the first Wonder Woman. Like the best part of it was the action to me.
Yeah.
This one doesn't really got that. Excuse me. And then
That's really. Yeah. Is that it?
yeah.
Cheetah. She's just Cheetah.
I don't like how the lasso of truth is used in this movie either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's kind of used as like a magical like
At first, when
it
she
does
talked into
anything.
when Wonder Woman talked into the camera because of Maxwell Lord's like wind, I thought she was talking to like the viewers, us, but it turns out she was just talking to the people that
I
are
think
watching.
I think she was like low key talking to the viewers though. Like I think that was like kind of the message they're trying to get
Maybe.
across. Like the truth is all that matters. You know.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that movie.
Yeah.
I give it
I give it a 7.5.
a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
What else did I give a 7 out of 10?
Yeah, I don't know. Some other movie.
It was Man of Steel. This isn't as good as Man of Steel. I give this a 6 out of 10.
Yeah. No. 6.5.
Okay. Well, um, so we tallied up all the scores, right? And all the scores, that means
Wonder Woman is just the ideal best character.
wait. That means I'm gonna leave a space, and I'm just gonna edit in the winner because I haven't tallied them up yet, Jacob. I haven't.
Okay.
We tallied up all the scores, and
Shazam.
is the best
Dude,
movie
that's
of to us of the DCEU to us.
yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Who would have thought? Who
I-
would have actually thought?
I would never have thought that. That's
You
wild.
wouldn't have thought me neither.
Dude, that's crazy.
Stupid.
Anyway, is there anything you would like to plug or whatever? Any last minute things you would like to bring up?
No, really. No.
Well, what have you been doing in Minecraft? That's the last thing.
Nothing. I died a couple times, and all I've been doing is adventuring. I found like 5 villages. That's cap. I found like 3 or 4, and somehow I ended up back at the house. Like it's kind of cool how I ended up back here.
Well, I have diamonds.
But
I have diamonds, and I have finished the first wall of my house.
nice.
It's a good old time.
Mhm.
Anyway, y'all, you could catch me on my YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free
Like
to
the
leave
video.
like a video.
Oh, important. Turn on them bell notifications. You know, gotta get notified.
Dude, no.
Gotta get notified.
No.
Gotta get notified.
Oh, feel
For
free
this
to leave
podcast,
a,
not even just for this podcast, his all his other videos that are gonna
super
come
awesome
out. I don't know when.
content, dude. Oh, this
Exactly, dude.
production
Millions of views right there, bro.
All my videos, just saying.
I know.
Cool. But yeah, that's cool. Trying to think what else.
There's nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. Feel free to leave a question if you guys would like.
We didn't answer any questions this video, but we'll do it next podcast for sure.
If y'all put a question.
If y'all even put questions.
Anyway,
Just
bye y'all.
Bye.